Welcome to IBC 2018. We're at the Zeiss booth and we're going to take a closer look at the Supreme Primes. Red Shark at IBC 2018 is brought to you by Adobe!
Black Magic Design.
So we've seen them at Cinegear this year, and we've already got an introduction. But still, can you tell me once more, what are the characteristics of the Supreme Primes? Why are they so special? I think they're special.
Okay, yeah, no problem. So we wanted to develop a lens that was full frame, because all our lenses at this end of the market are designed to cover a Super 35 sensor. We're obviously seeing a trend towards larger sensors, larger sensors even. Yeah. So you've got the LF, you've got the Monstro, you've got the Venice, etc., etc. So they have a much larger image circle. It's a 46.2 image circle, so they'll cover all those cameras. We also wanted to make something that was quite small compared to our competitors, small and light, relatively speaking. Also fast was something else the market was asking us for. So they're T1.5, all the core lenses are a T1.5. And also, obviously it's a high-end lens, so it has a very high degree of sharpness, but one of the few comments we've had from the marketplace about some of our other lenses, maybe the Masters, is they're too sharp, which sounds like a crazy thing to say, but that is something we've heard. So we've given these a more gentle sharpness, which so far has been extremely well received by the industry. This 100 I'm bandying around here hasn't really shipped yet. We're aiming to ship December, January on this new focal length. And we're also showing a 65mm lens here. There's one on the camera over there. There's one in the cabinet behind me. That is due to ship sometime around April. So we're trying to fill all the demands of the DPs out there who want all these focal lengths. Speaking of which, we're going to be doing from a 15mm all the way up to a 200mm by the year 2020. And they'll be coming out in waves between now and then. So the next wave is the 100, then the 65, and then we'll do some wider lenses and some more telephoto lenses as we progress.
So these lenses have been received very well, I gather?
Extremely well. Obviously, my realm is the UK market. We shoot quite a lot of high-end stuff in the UK, and the reception has been fantastic. The demand from the rental houses and productions has been great. We're working on some really interesting projects at the moment. My personal samples came from Germany, past Cambridge. I went to grab them, and they're now on set on a really interesting movie. I've not even seen them yet, but the DP has given us some very strong feedback on them. And he's also talking about doing another project after this movie is finished. So we're getting some really nice, high-end, exciting content filmed on these, which is exactly what you want when you bring a lens out at this price point. You know, it's a €15,000 lens for the core set, so it's not a cheap lens, but I think we found a sweet spot in the market. There was a gap at this price point, and for something this size, weight, speed and sharpness.
Yeah. And you could say that it's expensive, like looking at absolutes, but if you look at what this lens brings, and
yes. It's actually like, very good value.
Yes, and also technology and look-wise, it feels like this ultimate combination of things coming together in one.
You make a good point. Yeah, we've used the Cook Eye technology here, which works very well. So that tells the camera what focal length it is, where it's set in terms of focus, accurate to 1mm, where the iris is set, accurate to 1/10 of a stop. But we've also added the technology we brought out a while ago, the extended data technology. So we've measured all the characteristics of this lens and put them into the lens. So the lens understands its own distortion and shading characteristics, and that can be extremely useful for post. It can be extremely useful to stop having to measure the lenses on set. So yeah, you make a very good point. It's a very high technology machine, as well as being a beautiful design and superb optics. It's a really nice combination.
Well, congratulations on that.
we're very pleased with our little babies, yeah.
If you don't want to miss anything from IBC 2018, then make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Come on, hit that button.